All right, how's it going, Patreon? I put this up on Instagram. This is for a animation pack I'm working right now, and I got a bunch of questions about it. So I figured I would give it to you guys and give you guys the tutorial on how to create this really cool MoGraphy style thing. A lot of people guessed that I put glass boxes in front of it. This is all nodes. This is all done in the nodes. So let's go hop in and learn how to make this. All right, so we're just going to go and pop in a plane. I'm going to hit the tilde key. Go here to the top, Shift A, add in a camera right here, and then we're just going to scale up our plane to fit the camera. For this animation, it's just flat, almost, 2D. So I'm going to hit Shift A and apply the scale, hop on over to shading, and we're going to be using Eevee, the Eevee render engine for this. So let's go ahead. Now let's get this world brightness and bring it all the way to black, and let's pop in a new material. So I'm going to delete the principled here and add in an emission. And we'll duplicate this one and bring the strength all the way down to 0. Let's get in a mix shader and then combine the two of these together and put that in the surface. And let's get in a color ramp and a brick texture. So color ramp and brick texture. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit Control T if you have the Node Wrangler add-on enabled, and I'm going to be using the object coordinate. Right here you can see the mortar is white, so I'm just going to swap these out because I want the mortar to be black. Now it's black. Okay, cool. So I'm going to bring my scale down to 1. Bring my scale down to like much lower than that, something like this. Okay, now the mortar size, I'm going to bring it to something like this, and then mortar smoothness at 0. I'll make my brick width up a little bit, all the way to maybe like this. And then I'm going to get my offset and bring it here. And then my mortar height, I'm going to make it pretty small, something like that. So this is what we have so far. What I'm going to do here now is break up these bars a little bit. So, all right, so I'm going to get a Voronoi material. Voronoi texture, sorry. And pop that right there. I'm going to get this, put it at 4D, and then I'm going to get the Elucidian here to Manhattan. Now, I don't want to use this much of the material, so of the texture, so I'm going to go to a mix shader. Sorry, a mix RGB, kind of off the rails here today. And I only want to use some of this. So what we're going to do is take the object coordinate, plug it into the factor. And so that's going to allow us to just use a little bit. And then I'm going to take the scale of this and do something like this here. And then I'm going to get the mix factor here and do that. And then play with how I want it to look. So for that, we're just using, of course, mine looked a little bit more refined, but this is the concept. And then what we have to do is take this, animate it like that. And so we'll take the color here. All right, now let's get the color going. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to get a color ramp, plug it into the color, and then we'll go ahead and get the colors I want. So let's say I just want a nice purple and a nice teal blue, and then we'll plug the color of the brick into this color. And my mistake, I put it in the wrong color one. Put it in the color one that has the color socket that has the actual color. So let's take the linear and change it to constant so we get those hard edges. And now you can see it kind of working. And then let's bring up that brightness like this. And then all you have to do is animate this right here. And I'm going to mess with the scale some more. That's how I like it. Maybe play with the mortar size to make these a bit smaller. I don't like the size. This looks better. And then, so I'm going to bring up a timeline right here. And I'll make it 120 frames. We'll go back 1 frame to frame 0. Now I'm going to take, I believe it's the Z. It's correct. So Z, right click, insert keyframe. And then go to the very end and type in 360 degrees. Insert keyframe. And now you have that animation and how I did it. It's just these glitching out random lines that look really, really cool. And you can add as many or as few colors as you want to this. And it's really cool. It's really fun. You can use it for any kind of background you want. So that's how you do that. This is the first exclusive tutorial of March. There will be more tutorials coming this month. So this is the first one. I hope you guys learned something from this. I hope I'm not repeating myself with this tutorial. If I am, feel free to tell me. I don't want to repeat myself, but I got a lot of questions on the animation, so I figured there were some valuable things to learn. So there you go. Thanks for watching, and yeah, hope you learned something.